Welcome to this 1 hour session. Okay, so this is going to be an introduction to CMA. So my name is Ratna, and I have been faculty for CMA course in EduPristine for quite a few years through EduPristine. Okay, um, let's quickly get started. Okay, so what is IMA? So first of all, the certification of CMA is provided by an institute called IMA. Institute of Management Accountants. Okay, so it was a non-profit organization founded in the year 1919. So it's almost exactly 100 years, 102 years to be precise. Okay, and it's an institute in US. Okay, and by now I would say, why are we studying the course CMA in India? Because it has become a global organization. So everywhere through the world, it has spread its presence. Okay. So Amsterdam, Zurich, Dubai, Singapore, Shenzhen, Beijing, and Shanghai. Okay. Now, IMA provider network India. Okay. How IMA's presence in India is there? You can see 20 plus university and college programs. So when I say college programs, I'm talking about BCom. Okay. So they are doing college affiliated programs in India, 3 platinum approved providers, so course providers, 40 plus active partners and course providers, and corporate engagement. Corporate engagement, this is where we are going to talk about the placements. Okay. So member segment. So when I say I am a member, that means you have cleared CMA and then only you can become a member of IMA, a member who has completed the CMA course. Okay, so if you see 34% of professionals and 66% of students. So when I say students, it means they completed or they took the exams when they were enrolled in some college program. That's what is called students. Okay. Now, what is the benefit of doing CMA? So after doing CMA, what happens? Okay. So the main purpose for which we are doing CMA is to, I mean, as a fresher or a student, we want to land a good job, or some working professional, they want to move up the ladder in the hierarchy. Okay. So any role in finance, okay, you start from the accountant till the CEO and CFO. Okay. So CMA can be a very good game changer for any role in the finance. Okay, business analyst, cost accountant, budget analyst, finance manager, financial analyst, director, controller, CEO, CFO. Okay, the reason why I'm saying is, once you're doing the CMA program and once we are going through the contents of CMA, that is when you will recognize it's going to train us, or it's going to put us into situations faced by all these roles in the finance domain. Okay, so that's how it's training, and that's why it is also essential. Many organizations feel that it is essential to do a CMA program, and they themselves sponsor the CMA for some of, I mean, most of the finance domain employees. Okay, such is the significance given to CMA program at work. Okay, next, what are the steps to becoming a CMA? Okay, I hope there are quite a few people, Akmal and Mohammed. I hope you can hear me. Okay, so this is the most crucial part. What are the requirements for becoming an IMA member? Okay, I usually call this as a 3E criteria. E for elephant. Okay, what are the 3E criteria? Okay, first one is examination criteria. Second one is education criteria. The third one is experience criteria. Exam E, education E, experience E. So once you satisfy these 3E criteria, you become an active member of IM. Okay. So that's what we are going to see in detail. So let's come to the exam part, because that's the most important part. So that we'll see in the next slide. Now I'll focus on the bachelor's, I mean, the education criteria. You should have a bachelor's degree, no need to have master's degree or anything, but bachelor's degree is mandatory from any NACA university. That's what they say accredited college or university. So most of the universities in India are going to be falling in this accredited college category. So nothing to worry about. Okay, you may be a student pursuing a degree in these. That's not what I mean. They are not saying you should have completed bachelor's degree. You should be completing, or if you are already doing a degree, that's fine. Okay, next, 2 years of relevant work experience. Okay, again, this 2 years of work experience you need to get in order to become the active member of IMA. Okay, in order to take exams, you need not have the 2 years experience. Okay, so that's why I can say I know people who are taking exams, CMA exam as a BCom first year student, second year student, third year student, and working professional as well. Okay, so this education and experience criteria you need to meet after doing the CMA exam, or even if you have met it before, that's fine. Okay, these two are criteria only for becoming the member of IMA. Okay, not for taking exams. You can take exams and then satisfy the education and experience criteria, fine. Or already you are a BCom graduate and with 2 years of experience. Now I am taking CMA. Immediately after clearing the exams, you become an active member. Okay, so there is no direction like after exams you need to satisfy this criteria, or before exams you need to satisfy this criteria. No such thing. You can take exams whenever you want. Clear? Now let's come to the exams. Okay, what are the two exams? So two exams, first of all, it's a computer based test, CBT. In other words, it's not a pen and paper based exam. You go to a center called Prometric Center. It is present throughout the since all are Indians, most centers in India, I mean most tier 1 and tier 2 cities in India. You go there and take the test. Okay, you need not travel to US, you need not travel to any other country to take the test. You can take in your own place. At least we know there will be a center in each state. So that much information I mean. Okay, so that is where to take. Okay, when to take is again, it's not like only one date in a year or 2 dates in a year. Okay, in other words, it can be taken in 50% days of a year. That's what I say. Okay, so if you say 365 days, 182 days you can take this exam. Okay, it's not continuous 182 days. You see, Jan Feb, that's a window. Then March April, blackout, no exams. Okay, May June, again you can take. Then July August, no exams. September October you can take. November December, no exams. If you split year into 3-4 months, the first 2 months of every 4 months you can take. Jan, Feb, May, June, September. So that's exactly 6 months, 50% of a year. Okay. Now, there are only 2 exams I told. It's called part 1 and part 2. Okay, part 1 is called planning, budgeting, and forecasting. No, sorry. We will see the paper names. Okay. Part 2 and part 1. You can take in any order. It's not like part 1 should be taken first and then part 2 should be taken next. Or part 2 should be taken first. Any order you can take. Both are independent exams. You need to clear both the papers to get CMA. Okay. So this is what is the exam content. Okay. This is the recent syllabus from IMA, which was revised from 2020. So there is not going to be syllabus change in CMA curriculum till 2025. Okay, they have the habit of revising syllabus. I mean, not a very drastic change, only incremental changes once in every 5 years. Okay, so we need not worry about syllabus change till 2025. We are very much good there. So part 1 is called financial planning, performance, and analytics. Okay, next part 2 is called strategic financial management. Okay, if you ask me roughly, sir, what is part 1 and part 2? I would say part 1 is more like Indian cost accounting syllabus, and part 2 is more like Indian MBA syllabus. I'm just comparing with Indian standards. Okay, So this through this CMA exam, we are basically focusing on accounting as well as finance, and both we are going to talk about decision making. If you see one word which is the most repeated word here, okay, you just see in these names, you can see financial, management, right? Management comes 3 times, financial comes again, I think 3 times, and but the most important word I am looking for is decisions. You see external financial reporting, decisions, decision analysis, investment decisions. So decision making is what a manager will be doing on a daily basis in his or her job role. Okay, so that is what CMA basically trains us. Okay, so we will see the content, what each means later. First of all, part 1 you need to clear and part 2 you need to clear individually. Okay, you can take both the parts in the same window, like one part in Jan, the other part in Feb, or one part in Jan, the other part in May. Completely flexible. Okay, fine. Each exam will consist of 100 multiple choice questions. So the pattern of the exam, that's very, very important. 100 multiple choice questions and 2 30-minute essay questions. First of all, I need to focus on essay, very, very important. But every exam or part 1 will be evaluated for, you will be evaluated for 500 marks, and part 2 you will be evaluated for 500 marks. Okay, and the most important thing, it's a 4-hour exam. Okay, 4 hours part 1 and 4 hours part 2. In each paper you have to score minimum of 360 to clear. Okay, 360 out of 500, which is technically 72%. If you ask me with respect to percentage, you need to score 72%. Okay, now yeah, in those 4 hours, 3 hours, first 3 hours you need to complete 100 MCQs. The last 1 hour you need to complete 2 essay questions. Okay, but the word essay looks actually misleading, especially for Indians, because whenever we hear something like essays, we immediately think it's going to be a very lengthy answer. We have to write something for 400 words or 300 words. No, that's not the situation in CMA. It's a US exam, remember that. Okay, what is meant by essay is they will give a situation or a case study, okay, where there will be numerical and non-numerical data. Okay, and they will be asking 4 to 5 questions from that case. Okay, we basically have to answer to that. So essay, technically it's actually short answers of 10 questions. Okay, not 2 lengthy essays, 10 short answer questions. Okay, based on 2 case studies. Clear? That is what is essay. So technically, in other words, what I'm trying to say is no need to memorize anything. Even the essay, even though it's called an essay, it's going to be application based question. They will be testing our conceptual understanding, not testing our memory. Clear? Any questions? Please let me know. Are we good to proceed? Pavesh, Syed, Mohammed. Shall we proceed?
Yes, Vasant.
Okay. Okay. Next comes your part 1. So first, the syllabus, I mean, these are the 6 sections of part 1 paper. Okay. So external financial reporting decisions, that is the section A. So where this is the only page where we will talk about the accounting, debits and credits. Okay, out of the 6 plus 6, 12 sections of CMA syllabus, only in one chapter, that is one section, we will discuss about the accounting, external financial reporting decisions as per US GAAP. Okay, remaining all are management and finance related topics. Okay, second one is planning, budgeting and forecasting, where we will talk about before the production starts, what you need to do, basically budgeting. Okay, and then performance management after the production is done. I'm just taking an example of a manufacturing company. So after the production is done, what kind of analysis we will do, what was budgeted and what was actual, that is performance management. Then cost management, all the costing topics will be dealt with in cost management. Then next, internal controls. Internal controls is basically an auditing topic. Okay, internal controls have gained a lot of significance in US. Okay, then technology analytics. This is the latest addition to the CMA syllabus. Okay, basically, what are the recent advancements in technology and how it impacts the finance world? That's what we are going to see. Okay, next. Part 2, I told part 2 is going to be closer to Indian MBA syllabus. Okay, financial statement analysis. So how to do technical and fundamental analysis, financial ratios, how to study financial statements, income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, etc. Then corporate finance. Okay, how companies can raise funds or how companies can invest in securities. Okay, we basically will talk about bonds, common stock, preferred stock. Okay, next, decision analysis, the key decisions for a company to take, CVP analysis and marginal analysis. Next, risk management. Risk management again, approach to be taken by the companies. Then investment decisions, this is exactly what is called as capital budgeting, NPV, IRR, etc. etc. The last one, any accounting certification without ethics is incomplete. So definitely we'll study ethics. Okay, so 6 plus 6, total 12 sections. Okay, now I'll again tell you, CMA, people, everyone think that it's a accounting certification because it is, of course, it's a accounting area field in certification in the accounting. But for according to me, the most important and the underrated word in the CMA is M, management certification. Okay, so it's going to teach you how to manage things, how to take decisions. Okay, so once you are completing CMA, you are basically going to compete with people who have completed full-time MBAs. Okay, that is where you have to compare CMA course with. Okay, full-time MBA takes 2 years. 2 years without doing jobs and anything. But as CMA course, you can study and do CMA, you can work and do CMA, anything you can do. Okay, cost is also compared to full-time MBA, it's much cheaper. CMA. Okay, next, the most important thing, we'll proceed. Okay, how IMA supports this. Okay, first of all, it's giving the certification. Okay, after doing the certification, we get something called as continuing education, because once you cleared IMA CMA, we cannot say we learned everything. Okay, every year there could be some new things evolving. Okay, that is called as continuing education. Basically, they will be giving us webinars, opportunities to attend webinars. Then career resources, research and publications, and then global community. Okay, the most important thing I will tell is there is a magazine, strategic finance magazine, which will be sent to us every month after we become an active member of IMA. Okay. Now, what are the benefits? First thing is the compensation. Okay. So statistically speaking, in US, they have taken that 28% more in terms of compensation, whereas rest of the US, CMA salary is definitely 50% more than someone without CMA. So for example, for us, we can say BCom without CMA and BCom with CMA, 50% more salary. Okay, helps distinguish you from your peers for certain amounts. CMA is the most important globally recognized certification. It's not like CMA is valid or it is valued only in US. No, it is definitely valued in India. It is definitely valued in Gulf. It's definitely valued in Europe as well. Okay, that's why it's a global certification. Okay, so CMA credentials is all this: prestigious, professional, rigorous, empowering, competent. Okay, who should get a CMA? Okay, I don't know. I didn't get to know who any students or working professionals, but there will be always a mix of students and working professionals. I also teach CMA, so whenever I teach, I find almost 50% students and 50% working professionals. Okay, so equal mix. Okay, so professionals who want to move up the ladder, want a career growth, so they will do, and people who want to the last one, distinguish themselves as management ready without having to do a MBA program. That is where you have to compare CMA. The CMA program, a lot of people compare US-CMA versus Indian CMA. Okay, so that is not a fair comparison at all, because Indian CMA is basically cost and management accounting. This is certified pure management accounting certification. So ideal competitor for CMA program is full-time MBA program. Okay, next. So this was an example, but I'll tell you what, there are a lot of opportunities once you have done CMA in all the major companies. You see, BCom plus CMA qualification, that's what they're asking. So for both for experienced professionals and what do you call it, freshers. Okay, so these things you can see. Now let's get to the some more details. What is Becker? Becker is basically the content provider. Okay, CMA has just given the syllabus for us. Okay, so who is giving the books, textbooks for us? That is what is Becker. Okay, so we learned what is IMA. That is the institute which provides us the CMA certification, and that's the institute which conducts the CMA exam. Okay, now Becker is the content provider. Okay, now if you ask me, so what is Becker, how good it is, etc., etc. So Becker in US is the leader in terms of content. Okay, not just for CMA, CPA, CFA, they give material for all US certifications. Okay, so that's why EduPristine has chosen Becker. Okay, to help you succeed on exam day, Becker's CMA exam review provides an array of study options to ensure no surprises on exam day. Basically, apart from giving you the material, which is the textbook, they also give you a portal, online portal. Okay, where you have the MCQs, test bank, online test bank. That's what we call OTB, online test bank. That is one of the most valuable resources for any CMA student. We practice, practice, practice. So in the pursuit of CMA preparation, the one thing we have to do is practice. In Indian context, we will, especially for IAS exams, we say study, study, study. That's not what is there for CMA exam. Practice, practice, practice. Okay. Immediately you learn a concept, immediately do the questions, whether you are able to apply that to the different situations in the world. That's why I told you this is going to make you management ready, application oriented exam. Okay, fine. So Becker is the market leader. If you want, you can Google it out and learn more about Becker. Okay. Why Becker? Legacy of learning for a lifetime success. 1 million candidates have prepared. So it is like in the top 3 content providers in the US-CMA. Okay, top 100 accounting firms rely on Becker for their staff's exam to see. For example, when companies are sponsoring, they buy Becker for their employees. Okay, and this is the package what you are going to get. See, this is what is very important. First thing is you get a textbook, part 1 textbook, part 2 textbook, and then ebook, PDF. That's in their portal. Okay, 24 months, 2 years of software access. Trust me, I'll tell you the timeline within how many days you can complete the CMA exam, but 2 months and 2 years is very, very high, more than enough for us to complete CMA exam. Okay, over 2,500 plus multiple choice questions. This is what I told as online test bank, OTB. Okay, this is what is the most valuable resource from Becker, apart from textbooks. 70 essay practice questions. Okay, That is for both the parts, 35 essays part 1 and 35. Over 500 digital flashcards. That is nothing but ways for us to revise the contents. So revision, it's a tool for revision. And then we can take a mock exam. Okay, comprehensive progress test, exam tips, study planner. So everything except this hard copy textbook, everything else is all available in the Becker portal. Once you buy the Becker material, EduPristine will provide you with a link, cma.becker.com, where you can log in and then access all these things for the next 2 years. Okay, now, so we discussed about IMA, we discussed about Becker. So then what is EduPristine? Why is EduPristine giving you this lecture? Okay, so IMA is the exam provider or the certification provider. Becker is the content provider. Now, who is going to teach you? Okay, so EduPristine is going to connect all these things and going to prepare an offering or a package or a combo. Okay, so that's where EduPristine. So EduPristine is going to be the course provider. Okay, basically, EduPristine is what is going to teach you. Classes will be taken by EduPristine faculty. Okay, there are two modes: live virtual classrooms, which will be very similar to the current session happening. Okay, even though it's online, but it is 100% you can interact. There are two ways to interact. You can type in your chat box, so I will immediately get your question and I'll respond to it, or you can unmute yourself and speak. Okay, these are live virtual classrooms. Then live classes, similar to normal classes. So there will be centers in various cities in India. You can go there and attend. Okay, so slowly now things are opening up. So live classes have already started in most cities in India. Okay, now these are the two classes. Then after sales service, that's what I told. So for example, what to study, how to study, when to take your exams, how to register, and after taking the exams, how to get jobs. So this is called after sales service. Okay, EduPristine does all this. They even prepare you for interviews. Okay, then access to recordings and practice questions. This is technically from Becker, and the recording of these lectures are from EduPristine. Okay, for example, everything online, every online session will be recorded and put up in the EduPristine portal, LMS. That's what they call learning management system. Okay, and then people can suppose if they are missing a class, or suppose they want to revise the class or retake the class, they can of course go and watch the recording. Okay, now this is what I told, course provider. So EduPristine's classroom training is going to be for 175 plus hours, which is both parts included, 30 weeks, in other words 7 months. Yeah, close to 7 months. Okay, instructor led classroom training, online or live. Okay, 24/7 online access to program material. I told because we will give you the Becker, and there you will be you'll be getting two accesses. One is the EduPristine portal and Becker portal. Industry expert faculty members, access to 175 plus hours of exclusive recordings. Okay, now live virtual classroom, same thing. Everything is online. So you need not, you can sit at your home and then study. Okay, so again, I told you 30 weeks, which is roughly around 7 months. So within 7 months, your course will be complete. Okay, so the most important thing which I have not discussed so far is within how many days, within how many months, or within how many years you can complete this CMA program. Okay, so whether you are a student or a working professional, if you are dedicated enough, you can easily complete within 8 to 9 months, both the parts. This is one of the major advantages of doing CMA, because you don't have any articleship thing. You don't have to do any internship. You don't have to be completing your graduation for taking exam. You need not have the experience. So any student. I know people taking in BCom second year one part, and BCom third year another part, and completing. Before even they get the BCom, they will be completing CMA. Okay, so 8 to 9 months is the average time. You can do it within 6 months, you can do it within 12 months based on your convenience, but target it. 8 to 9 months is the ideal time. Okay, don't think one part 1 year, two parts 2 years, so I'll complete in 2 years. That is not is the plan, because our course delivery will complete within 30 weeks. Okay, and your self-study within 30 weeks means our classes only will be there only on the weekends. So you have entire weekday for you to prepare, and another take 2 months extra. So 7 plus 2, 9 months. That's it. You can clear both the parts, or you take 4 months and then one part, and the next 4 months another part. Like that also you can do. Okay, so roughly 8 to 9 months. Now let's go to the fee structure. Okay, I told there are two ways. First one is classroom training, and the second one is only online. So classroom training is around 1 lakh. So this is the fee only which you will be paying for EduPristine and Becker. Okay, this 1 lakh includes all your course fee, your Becker fee, everything. Okay, where are the locations? I think Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Delhi, Hyderabad, Chennai, and some more cities they are starting. Okay, duration I told within 7 to 8 months. Mostly it will be only on Sundays, 9 to 2 p.m., 5 hours every week. Okay, now online, if you're not from in these cities, or if you think even if I'm from this city, I can't go to center, I want to sit from home and then study, then the fee is 85,000 inclusive of taxes. Okay, it's going to be online. So the classes are going to be Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 10 p.m. I'll repeat, Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 10 p.m., 6 hours here. And if it's live, it is 9 to 2, which is 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 hours. Okay. Now, there is third option, which I may not recommend to most of you. If you think that I know everything, I just want the Becker, still you can get it self-study. So 37,000, that's the fee which you will get. We will buy Becker material for you and get. Okay. Is it clear? So this is the fee structure. People, I told you, CMA course, both from curriculum, both from benefit, both from placement perspective, you should compare it with a full-time MBA. Same applies here. Even the fee, you should compare it with a full-time MBA. A bare minimum MBA course starts from 6 to 7 lakhs. Okay, that too you should be doing full-time. That means if at all you're working, you have to lose your, you have to quit your job. So 2 months of salary you are going to lose. Over and above that, you are paying 7 lakhs. For a CMA, you can continue with your job, just pure efforts. Okay. And this is for the fee you will pay in rupees. Now, next, there is a table at the bottom. Everything is going to be in dollars. Basically, this is something which you are going to pay to the IMA. First thing is membership fee, then entrance fee, then the exam fee. Okay. So this will again come to around some. Yeah, so you can add it up. Okay, so hello. Yeah, so there is professionals, that is for any working professional or a non-student. This is the fee. For students, it is a discounted price. That's why I always tell people, if you're a student and you're interested in CMA, do it or enroll it when you are a student only. Okay, these are all the maximum fees, but don't worry, IMA always offers 10 to 15% discount on IMA's first year membership fee, IMA entrance fee, and exam fee. So the bundle discount, whenever you will get, EduPristine will let you know. Okay, 50% discount mostly everyone will get. Okay, but that will be available only for a limited period of time, like 10 to 15 days. That time EduPristine will guide you to register. Clear? So the first table is what you're going to pay EduPristine, and the second table is what you're going to pay IMA directly. Okay, so if you ask me, roughly it will come to around 1.5 to 2 lakhs. Okay, fine. Now, yeah, this is the last slide. The bitterness of poor quality remains long after the sweetness of low prices forgotten. I don't have to explain this. You know what is quality versus, of course, the if you feel that the price is a bit high, so that's purely because the quality of the service is also going to be high. Okay, that's fine. Next, I don't think any doubts with the fee. Yes or no? No. Okay. Now, coming to the offering again. Um, yeah, it's here. So coming to the offering again, what is the bare minimum time you need to allocate if you have to complete within 8 to 9 months? Okay, it's nothing but apart from the class hours. I told if it's a live class, 5 hours per week. If it's online class, 6 hours per week. Apart from this 5 or 6 hours, you need to spend 2 hours per day. Okay, so 2 into 7, 14 hours plus say 6 hours. So 20 hours per week you need to spend. That's it. Okay, for the next 8 to 9 months, if you're spending this 20 hours per week, you are automatically ready for CMA exam. Okay, so for example, what is the approach? Sunday or Saturday or Sunday, the weekend, the class starts. Okay, so immediately you will learn that. I mean, for your information, I think uh, day after tomorrow, this Sunday, there is a batch starting in EduPristine, online batch. I mean, okay, for part 2. It all depends on whether you want to go for online or offline or whatever it is. That's subject to your preference or personal taste. But still, I'm just for information. I'm saying on online batch starts. If so, if at all you plan to join, please make the decision quickly. Otherwise, you will have to cope up with that. Suppose if you miss 1 or 2 classes, of course, I told you there is going to be online recording, but still don't have to uh, miss that. That's what I. Okay, so 2 hours per day, apart from all your this thing, because if you want 100% what do you call it? Success, right? So this is the commitment I would require. Okay, 2 hours per day is nothing. You have 24 hours per day. I'm just asking, not even 10%. It's like almost 8% of hours time available with you, right? It's very, very easy. It's definitely doable and possible. Okay. People might ask, sir, what is the passing score? We know 72%. So how many people pass? Okay. Like, for example, how difficult is the exam? So I told you, you can take anywhere in India. Okay. You can take in 6 months in 1 year. Okay. It's predominantly MCQs. Just one question and 4 options. No negative marking. Most of the computer-based exams with MCQs, you take any Indian exam, there will be negative marking. Whereas here, no negative marking. Okay. So there is a lot of flexibility. You need not be a graduate. You need not have work experience to take this exam. A lot of flexibilities. Okay. So don't think that it's easy. It's definitely a professional certification, and that standard will always be maintained. How they are maintaining? That is why they have kept the passing score a bit on the higher side, 72%. Because a lot of things were student friendly. Okay. So can you tell me any Indian exam which has 72% passing score? No, there's nothing. Okay. So they have made things lot of things easier in CMA curriculum, and that's how they are maintaining the standard by keeping the passing score high, which is 72%. Okay, it's definitely doable. It doesn't, I told you, it's not going to test your memory. No need to memorize anything, everything conceptual. And whenever I say MCQs, it's not like all are going to be numbers or numericals. 50% numericals and 50% theory. Theory also, in the sense, it's going to be application oriented theory questions. Clear? Okay, guys, that's all I had. Any questions or anything you want me to clarify, you can let me know. Yeah, it's all Q&A. Syed Ali and Bhavesh. Okay, I'll ask a generic question. So what are you guys, students or working professionals? So just respond with say, yeah. Yeah, Bhavesh.
I'm working with Capgemini.
Okay, how many years experience?
10 years.
10 years, okay. What about you, Syed? You can just respond in chat. Okay, so Bhavesh, any doubts or questions, you can just let me know. Or what do you feel, whether whatever you had in mind, all the details are provided to you, or if you want any more information, you can ask me. Okay. So what about you, Syed? You're working or student? Okay, I'll allow you to talk. Yes, Syed, you can talk. Hello. Yes, Syed Ali. We can't hear you. Okay. No problem. I'll check for any more questions. I'm working as ERP consultant, finance side. Okay. Okay. Any open-ended questions? Anything you want to ask? Please feel free. You can unmute and speak, Syed, if you have any questions. Because I can see you raising hand, but we can't hear you actually. Okay, certain general things which I wanted you guys to know. So this course you can do as part of your regular studies and as part of your regular work. Okay, absolutely possible and doable. I know a lot of people have done that. Okay, and number of people clearing, so it is technically 40 to 50% people are I'm not talking about India or EduPristine or in general overall passing rate. Okay, if 100 people are taking the exam throughout the world, 40 to 50 people are clearing. Okay, I would say the people who do not clear is basically because of lack of preparation, not because of uh, exam is difficult. Okay, if you study you can pass. That's the simple basic rule for CMA. Anything else?
No questions from my side. Yes, sir. Thanks a lot for such a wonderful session.
Okay, so hope all your expectations have been met on all your things about, or you got to know more about CMA, and going forward, whatever decision you take, it will be a well-informed decision. That's what this
Yeah.
thing will be. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
We'll wind up the class now. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.